guys, I'm Layla. I'm going to do a quick, and this is going to be an all sign love reading. What is blocking your connection? I'll get into what the possibly the blockage is, and then I'll see how you feel, how they feel, and then possible outcome. Okay. We're going to get started, and thank you for being here. Let's get into it. We'll start with Aries. What do we have for Aries? Aries placements. What's blocking your connection, Aries, with this person? The person that is on your mind. All right. Somebody here has been pretty quiet. Could be also somebody's a little bit unsocial. Like they don't like to get out or mingle with other people. So you can kind of meet someone. There's also something about age-related issues. So I don't know if you're older or younger than the other person, but I'm not really. This could be an issue maybe that you're thinking, but the other person doesn't seem to think that way. Or there's some change in your not change. That's not what I was trying to say. There is just a difference in age, but you guys are actually I'm actually seeing you guys pretty much, you actually would like to get together. You are still attracted to each other. So I don't know. This seems like a kind of a non-issue, to be honest. All right. How do you feel, Aries? How does the Aries feel? How does the other person feel? All right. And possible outcome. All right. So although you feel like this is for the Aries, how you feel, again, switch it. And you know where you fall in all of this, and the energy could be switched, so you know where your story is and where you are in that story. Okay. You actually would like to connect with this person. You feel like this person will give you what you want. You're happy when you guys are together, but at the same time there is a level of disappointment and sadness about all of this. And the way that they feel, they also kind of like feel the same way. They want to get out of if you guys have had a rift of some kind, they would like to get out of that rift. I'm seeing both maybe fire signs, but it doesn't have to be. They would like to probably get out and improve this situation between you two. And for your outcome, I'm getting there's actually a possibility of a reconciliation or a makeup. Okay. So that's what I have for the Aries, and we'll move on to Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Welcome, guys. Yes, I'm going to be doing another live today. So it's probably at 6 p.m. So make sure your notifications are on, and I will be doing the questions, okay? All right, let's see. Moving on to Taurus. What is possibly blocking your relationship for Taurus? Taurus. All right. There is definitely some unfinished business between you guys here. There is love. You love this person, they love you. You want someone who kind of completes you, but you need to be, kind of like somebody who needs to be kind of whole. There's also a situation about boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries. Especially if you're feeling violated by that person, there's some boundaries that need to be established. I feel like somebody here might have been. It's just, I'm getting lack of awareness, okay? So I don't know what that is. There's lack of awareness. Let's see. How does the Taurus feel? How does the other person feel? And possible outcome. Also, the Taurus, actually, you want to communicate, or you want that person to actually communicate with you. You want some sort of change in this connection. You want to make something happen. The other person probably does too. They're looking forward to hearing from you. They're waiting on communication from you too. For possible outcome, I am seeing you guys that you could also reconcile if you want. There's a lot of affection. There's a lot of appreciation, despite whatever that is that I have in terms of a blockage. But you guys probably would like to connect. I have a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I have an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Heavy on the Gemini. I also have a Scorpio and possibly air. Okay, so that's what I have for my Tauruses. And we'll move on to Geminis. Hey guys. Hi Aditi. Hi Jay. Hey Debbie. Welcome back. I'll be doing the live session tonight with the free questions, okay? Also, if you're looking to book a personal reading with me, my email is in the description box. So go ahead and email me and then we'll get that all set up, okay? Hi, Jarrett. Welcome. All right. So yeah, subscribe, turn on any notifications, and I'll be doing the free questions later this evening, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's get to what is the possible block for Gemini. Oh, all right. Okay, so Gemini, this is a little heavy. Okay, if this has been an abusive relationship, is not okay. You really deserve someone who treats you very well. So if that is your case, your situation, that's you might have been gotten hurt, whether this is physically or emotionally hurt. And also do understand that, any love always comes with the risk of losing it. Kind of like, don't be afraid of loss, and, take chances. So, if you're not being treated well, Geminis, this is kind of important for message for some of you. All right, let's see. How do you feel? How do they feel? And possible outcome. You actually want to leave this. You're sick and tired of dealing with this. There's been a lot of disappointment. There's been a lot of, you guys have gone over this many times, and you're kind of getting at your wits' end, Gemini, in whatever this is. Love. You would like to move on from this. It's like I'm really seeing that you've really had enough for a lot of you Geminis. They would like to work on this. Although, I don't know if they are open to it as of right now. In terms of outcome, I'm not really seeing any movement. I'm seeing silence. Maybe you guys are not communicating right now. I'm not seeing a reconciliation or for a possible outcome as I'm reading this. Okay, so maybe things change, but I don't know. I feel like you're tired of this, and you want to see something changing in your love life when it comes to this person. All right, moving on to, where are we now? Gemini, Cancers, right? Yep, we're on Cancer. Cancers. What do we have for Cancers? Somebody here feels like they are unlovable. That could be the block between you two. Someone doesn't seem to think that they deserve this, and maybe have also neglected themselves. Somebody here is maybe neglecting their own needs in a relationship. Do practice self-care if that is you or the other person. But somebody here feels like they are needs some radical self-acceptance, a love self, and with all of your flaws, basically. All right, let's see how you feel versus how they feel, an outcome. How do you feel? How they feel? Oh, this person, outcome. Yeah, this person is, you still have some, you do have admiration for this person. you see them as, attractive, maybe secure, loving, but a little flighty too. This person is definitely obsessed with you, a lot of you cancers, in the way that how they feel about you. Your outcome, I don't think you guys are gonna come to terms as of, you could be seeing 444, but I'm not seeing you guys coming to terms to, repairing this, or fixing it. I think you guys are still gonna have you guys are gonna still have some conflict, unresolved issues. So if that's, I'm not seeing it working out right now. All right, moving on to Leos. What do we have for my Leos? All right, somebody here is thinks that maybe love sucks, like that they're not getting, that kind of burned out about love, emotionally burned out right now. That you feel like you need to retreat. You have a lot going on. You're stressed out. You've had a lot of tasks. And at the same time, you're also disappointed with love altogether. Maybe this is a love relationship or a situation that has disappointed you over and over. I am getting somebody here who is very overwhelmed with what they have going on in their lives. Maybe somebody who stopped also believing in love. Let yourself heal, and then maybe you can kind of be open to love. I think somebody here has got, oh, hold on. No. Somebody has got a lot going on, and they think love has just been disappointing for some of you. You could also be seeing 555. All right. How do you feel? How do they feel? Oh, okay. What's the possible outcome? Yeah, I think you both have really, you have admiration for this person, and you both have the same, like, feelings for one another, wish fulfillment for both of you. You both would like to reconnect, would like to make this happen. But in terms of your outcome, I think you're both still disappointed. Maybe because some healing needs to happen, or somebody's mindset, or there's a lot going on in their lives in order to make this happen. So I hope that helps you kind of identify what the problem is, so you can fix it. So I have a Libra, I have an Aries, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it could be a lot of fire too, fire to fire. All right, Virgo, what do we have for Virgos? Moving on to Virgos. Yeah, just go back. Hi, Keith. Yeah, you can go back and listen to the reading. All right, Virgos. All right, so Virgos, the problem with your relationship with this person is there is a fear of cheating. Somebody might be cheating on the other person. Not everyone cheats. You need to kind of really open your heart and trust your partner. So again, plug yourself in where you fall in this, in this situation. Not everyone leaves. Also choose a partner that can be kind of really commit to you, and you kind of commit to one another. This could be a love. If this is I take that back. This could be a marriage or a long-term commitment relationship that somebody here is insecure about what is going on, or if someone is actually doing something behind your back, or someone might be cheating. Let's see. How do you feel? How do they feel? And possible outcome. Oh, all right. Yeah, okay. You came out in your reading, Virgos. There's a chance for reconciliation between you guys if you want it. I think things people need to open up, need to be kind of transparent and give reassurance to one another in this partnership. There is somebody here thinks that the other person might, might be, this is really stressing you guys out. You, although they also you both are actually in fear that the other person might be doing something behind your backs. So I hope that helped, Virgos. Moving on to Libras. What do we have for Libras? I hope everybody's having a good day so far. All right. Libras. What do we have for my Libras? All right. For a lot of you, Libras might be staying stuck on some level here. Somebody is does feel like, all right, somebody here also is possibly not your type, or you're not their type. But somebody here is staying stuck and maybe keep repeating old patterns. It might be something to try something new, like get outside of your comfort zone on whatever this is. That could be the problem and the block. Let's see, how do you feel versus how do they feel and possible outcome. How do you feel? How do they feel? Possible outcome. Okay. If this is somebody you feel like you want to change something, something may actually change suddenly that will possibly push this forward. And this could be some communication and message between you two. They may initiate or you may initiate. I don't know who will, but if you guys have gone out on some dates, or you've known this person or what they're like, somebody he may reach out and say, hey, let's kind of let's get together, let's go on a date, let's do something. And there's potentially for success and movement in this connection. Okay, I think somebody here needs to kind of go, like, step outside of their comfort zone. So, let's say for instance, if you've gone out on a date with that person, or if I don't know, if you've connected with them and you want to, take them out on a, more dates, kind of go for it, do it. They would be, this person would be open to kind of like meeting you for a coffee or something like that. Okay. All right, moving on to, who are we doing now? Scorpio, right? Let's see, Scorpios. What do we have for my Scorpios? What is blocking? Oh, all right. That came out for another sign too. All right. Somebody here has got pent up anger. There's somebody who has unresolved feelings from past, like maybe becomes like resentful towards others. I'm also getting somebody who is a little too passive and needs to really open their mouth and speak up, take initiative to meet someone and keep the kind of the passion ignited. So if you need to, if somebody needs to send you flowers or doing like some kind of gestures that shows the other person, that you want to make, I am getting like somebody here who's very much is frustrated about something. Maybe something happened between you guys and you're frustrated. Let's see, let's get into this a little more. How do you feel versus how do they feel and possible outcome? All right, Scorpios, you're conflicted. You want to be done with this. Like, you want to reach a level of happiness within yourself, within this connection, maybe somebody else. You're tired of feeling frustrated. This other person is open to you. They probably want to give you some sort of offer, or like, hey, let's hang out, let's get together, let's see where this goes. This is kind of a, also a beginning of something. If this is somebody else, there is a chance here to, but in terms of your outcome, there's a chance to kind of work on this. But in terms of outcome, I'm not really getting, okay. Yeah, I don't think this, I think this will probably disappoint. So in your outcome. So even maybe that's, for a lot of you, maybe that's why or you think that you shouldn't go through with this, because maybe this has disappointed you in the past and caused a lot of pent-up anger on your end. So that's yeah, that's what I have for you, Scorpios. For Scorpios, you could also be seeing a lot of sixes, 666, 666, whatever. All right, moving on to, where are we? Sagittarius, right? Sagittarius. All right, somebody here criticizes the other person. Criticizing, if someone is criticizing you, then obviously that's going to drive you away, and that's what's going to cause a problem in your connection. Somebody here constantly feels like they need to be rescued. You're somebody waiting for love to really save them. I would say this is kind of, I'm getting codependent energy here between you two. For Sagittarius, how do you feel? How do they feel? Possible outcome. You feel like somebody here has been giving a little too much. There is not equal give and take in this relationship. They think they maybe give a lot, but at the same time, not enough. If you guys want to make this work out, there's a good possibility that this can be resolved. You can work it out if people are ready and open and willing to accept responsibilities, okay? All right, we'll move on to Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Capricorns, the problem with a lot of your issues is I am getting also fear of loss. And also, love is really not going to solve all your problems. There is also codependent energy here. If this person is codependent on you, there's really a call here to really be independent, self-reliant. Love is not, is not going to fix all the problems, okay? And somebody, I think, like clings on so strongly. Let's see. How do you feel? That's not it. All right. How do you feel? How do they feel? How do you feel? How do they feel? Outcome. All right. I don't know, Capricorn. I'm not sure if you have the best feelings. I don't think you have good memories of this person. Good and bad. I am getting both good and bad. But kind of for the most part, you're thinking you're attracted to that person. They're attracted to you. But for the most part, Capricorns, I feel like you think that, I don't know if I can work with this. This is a little bit much for me. It's not what I want. It's not what I'm, I've kind of like done this over and over, and I've kind of gone back and forth with this situation multiple times, and I'm having a hard time. I think the other person is kind of little defensive. They want to connect, go out, get together with you, but this other person is a little too defensive. Their guard is way up. You could make it work. It's kind of like I'm seeing you saying, yeah, I could make it work. I can, look into this, but is it really gonna give me what I want? Am I gonna get disappointed? And yeah, I love this person, yeah, I care about this person, but is it really gonna give me, is it gonna get me what I want? And you're just kind of going back and forth on that decision right now. All right, we'll move on to Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? What could potentially be blocking? All right, you can, Aquarius, you cannot fix anyone. There's also some body shaming here, which is, I feel it's kind of pretty bad. That's, somebody here feels unattractive to others. Work on accepting yourself, flaws and all. You know, it is what it is. And you can't really fix people, Aquarius. You cannot fix someone. They have to want to change. And so you either accept them or you let them go. For you, I'm seeing also 6-6. Let's see. How do you feel? How do they feel? And possible outcome. Okay. You feel like you're overwhelmed with emotions, with feelings. You know, it's like I want to, yes, I want to make this work, but I'm overwhelmed with emotions and feelings. I'm getting the letter W, I'm getting the letter M, a letter V. Yeah, it's kind of overwhelming. It is a lot for you, Aquarius. Maybe you know, you had to deal or handle a lot of things with this person. It's just too much. I'm really getting too much. You have tried, maybe you've gone over it many times and like the same thing over and over. They feel like they can actually, this is kind of terrible, but they feel like they can get away with giving you, you know, breadcrumbing you and giving you bare minimum. In terms of your outcome, yeah, there is a chance. I mean, you still have love and you have, you know, affection for this person, but you're also thinking the eclipse is going to be very strong for you, Aquarius. You feel like you know, you might just have to kind of really drop this and cut your losses, okay? All right, moving on to Pisces. How do you guys like this reading? You guys like it? All right, what is the block for? Oh my God. All right, so Pisces, I have somebody here who is an absolute victim in this connection. Somebody also here has serious fear of loneliness. Somebody stays in like bad relationship because they're lonely, and they don't feel like they have any other options, so they just stick around in bad relationships. Also, somebody here is like I was saying earlier, it's somebody feels like they're a victim, like hopeless to change their situation, their life, their love life. But you really can. This is just somebody's, they're kind of like their mindset. All right, I'm not ready to pull how you feel versus how they feel. How do you feel versus how do they feel? Oh, okay. How do they feel? All right, and possible outcome. Why is that here? So, okay. I'm not seeing you open before. I think, for a lot of you Pisces, you feel like you've been hurt and you're guarding yourself when it comes to this situation. I don't think you're open, or you see it for what it is, or maybe, you know, you're just simply, your heart is not open. Something may have happened here that maybe is stopping you from opening up as of right now. They want to make this right with you. Somebody's been trying to reach out to you, been trying to talk to you, connect with you, calling you, sending you text messages. They want to end this rift between you guys. you can potentially make it happen here, but somebody here maybe is too guarded or maybe needs to stay guarded for the time being. Okay, I'm yeah, I that might be the best, you know, decision to for as of right now. Maybe just kind of see what it's about, see if you can work with it, but at the same time protect yourself and stay I don't want to say like guarded, but just be aware and be vigilant. Okay, so you don't get, if you were screwed over in whatever about whatever this is, then just stay vigilant, take it step by step and see how that goes if you want. Okay, all right, that's, I hope that reading was helpful for you guys. Did you guys like it? What do you think? Hi, Lotus. Yes, I do. Brendan, yeah, my email is in the description box. So if you want a personal reading, send me an email and we'll get that arranged, okay? Thank you all for being here. Tune in for tonight for the free questions, 6 Pacific Standard Time. I'll turn on the notifications. It'll probably be sometime around there. I'll, you know, turn on your notifications and you'll get, hopefully you'll get the notifications. So yeah, and then we'll, you know, we'll go from there. I hope this was helpful. Spot on for Pisces. Thank you, Lotus. Yeah, also, you know, throw me let me know in the comment if you want to kind of like, hey, this resonated and this is kind of like the situation that I'm dealing with, you know. But yeah, all right, you guys, thank you all for being here, and I'll see you guys soon, today, some point. All right, you guys, bye, have a good day.